Dewi Rini Anggraini created an interfaith organization in Jakarta, Indonesia, after getting a scholarship to visit the U.S. She says she hated America because of its foreign policy until she went to New York.
I saw so many women using hijab, and then they can also walking and then like freely doing their pray, and even so many mosques I saw in places that big cities in New York, and I feel like they really appreciate and respect each other among the interreligious.
The State Department hopes to reach more people like Anggraini with the Office of Faith-Based Community Initiatives, launched earlier this month by Secretary of State John Kerry.
I want you to go out and engage religious leaders and faith-based communities in our day-to-day work.
Kerry appointed Christian ethics professor Sean Casey to head the office. As he begins his assignment, Casey says he will work with both domestic and foreign faith groups that can help prevent or resolve conflict abroad.
We need to partner with those kinds of groups, know what they do, know what their impact is, because we have an interest in that sector. So we ignore them really at our peril.
Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton encouraged engagement with foreign religious leaders, and there are many U.S. faith-based groups doing aid work and campaigning for religious freedom overseas that wanted the new office. That worries international affairs professor Melanie McAllister.
That you end up with certain organizations having more influence on foreign policy as religious organizations precisely because they say, we need to talk to religious organizations, and who better than us to help you figure out how to do that?
The State Department's classification of the Palestinian group Hamas as a terrorist organization leads her to argue that the decision whom to engage will be political.
And so there are a lot of ways in which religion is being adjudicated as much as it's being engaged.
Casey says there's no list of religious groups that will be excluded.
We're going to talk to anybody who's willing to talk to us. Okay, we're not going to turn folks away because somehow they're on a non-existent hypothetical list.
Proponents and critics of the new office agree that the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan were complicated by a U.S. failure to understand local religious traditions, and that a greater appreciation of religion is needed by those making foreign policy. Jerome Socolovsky, VOA News, Washington.